Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody? Who's excited about the not 90-degree weather this morning? Thank you. We were just having a conversation about fall, and I was like, I got the pumpkin spice candle out. Jordan told me this morning they had pumpkin spice something at Starbucks this morning. So it is official, like it's on.
That makes the peach bill think that Chick-fil-A's going.
Oh, there you go. It too shall be back. She'll be back. All right, what we got going on? Tell me something good. Seriously?
This one had a birthday last week.
No.
And I made that.
That's all yours. That's all yours. Who else?
I converted a FISBO.
What?
I got a FISBO listing.
Yeah, you did. Good job. Huh?
I was saying good job, Danielle.
Good job, Danielle. Good job, Danielle.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Who else? Anybody? Yes, Mr. Jim.
I had a closing yesterday, which means I can't.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Such excitement in his voice.
Yeah. Jim is here all the time. All the time. We love that. All right, we're gonna keep going. On a side note, we have a lot of new faces in the room. So if I forget at the end, take it back to church. Introduce yourself to somebody you do not know before you leave, please. Tiffany. Tiffany here. Nope. Okay. Joy Nikki, you're up. Joy.
Yeah, just
No,
me this
Nikki.
morning. She's on her way, but she's running late, so just me. Morning.
Morning.
And I'm the opposite of the cold weather. I'm a spring summer girl, so.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's getting so cold. Ann and I were talking, gotta get all our spring clothes out, because after this week, you can't wear white pants. Anyway, okay, so this month, what is this, August still? This month we did back to the basics, okay? So this is our last back to the basics, and we did some true false questions last week. I'm gonna throw a couple at you now, okay? See how much you guys know. So, true or false, you have to put 20% down to purchase a home.
False.
So tell me on a USD loan, USDA and VA, how much do you put down?
Zero.
Gosh, these are some smart folks. Okay, very good. What about FHA?
3.5.
3.5%. What about conventional as a first-time home buyer? We talked about 3%. We talked about that last week. And if you're not a first-time home buyer, conventional, what's the minimum?
5.
Very good. Good job today. Okay.
Everybody I know is broke, so.
I know always like on social media, you see, oh, you have to put 20% down. No, you don't. So, what about, okay, true or false? FHA is for first-time home buyers only.
False.
Very good. Why would somebody do FHA versus conventional maybe?
Lower score.
Lower down payment, maybe? Somebody yelled something out, I think. Score, yes, score for sure. Usually if you have, like marginal credit, we might need to go FHA versus conventional.
Once again, broke Lance.
So those are some reasons we go FHA. One more, I'll throw one more. Let's see. Mortgage insurance. Let's talk about mortgage insurance. So mortgage insurance is required if you don't put 20% down.
Yes.
Yes, that is true. So let's talk about FHA for a second. Do you guys know, or I want to do true or false on this, but if you put, when does mortgage insurance go away if you only put 3.5% down?
Never.
Never. So that's really important, especially for us when we're like weighing out FHA versus conventional, because it won't go away unless you refinance into a conventional later on. Like I was just looking at somebody who wanted to refinance, but his rate's like, he has FHA. I did his loan like several years ago, but he has like 3.5%. But he can't, he wants to drop the MI, but he really can't unless he refinances into conventional. It doesn't make sense for him. I mean, his MI is only like $140. If I refinanced at a 6.5% rate, his payment, he wouldn't save that much. So anyway, those are just some things to know. If you put at least 10% down on FHA, after 11 years, you can drop the mortgage insurance, but you had to put 10% out. It's a little key there. You can drop it after 11 years. So those are just some little fun facts. I like to throw those out. And for September, that's coming up. We have a class in a couple of weeks, but September, it's all gonna be about ask us questions, like ask us anything. So we'll have some harder questions, but I want you guys to ask. We'll have a whole class about that. So if you guys need us, we're here. Y'all have a good Labor Day weekend. Let's come
Woo! Thank you, ma'am. Come on, yes. Hello, hello. Good morning. I'm Tiffany with O'Kelly. It's Norham. Hold on, it's creepy. Yes. The thing I wanted to talk today was about names. It's like kind of a back to basics reminder. But going into the end of the month, it reminded me of my end of the month last month, where 3 closings in a row with Keller Williams agents. I had to redo all the documents at the table. Please, 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 please make sure when you're working with people that you are asking them what their name is on their ID. This is going to sound really funny, but it's normally not like the stranger that's a referral from Idaho that you mess up. It's normally like Uncle Bob. It's like the people that you're the most familiar with that those nicknames make it all the way to the contract. And that was the case with 2 of the ones last month. Which on a normal, Wednesday at 2 is no big deal. When it's Friday at 3 on the last day of the month, that can really cause a hiccup. Because we have to get the lender to change the packages. We have to get our docs changed. If the name is different enough, we have to get our title examiner to run that name. So say I have everything under Tiffany McWhorter, but my real name is Dorothy, then I would have to go to the title examiner and say, can you run this name for federal tax liens, all that stuff. So it prevents funding until we get all that right. If Joe, Kelly, and I ever come into like a knockdown or drag out, it's going to be over us not getting IDs at the beginning of the process. I have been begging for 19 years for us to do that. But he's got big issues with people sending IDs with their info sheets over email because it's like your social, your ID, like literally if those emails get hacked, it could be devastating. So that's why we don't do it. But you can ask, how does your name appear on your ID? Like that's how it should be from your buyer brokerage agreement, your listing agreement, all the way through closing. And most people know, like, their name as it appears on their ID. So just do that. And then also a little reminder, if you're working with someone who's signing in a capacity other than themselves as an individual. So the company or the LLC owns the property, you need to list Tiffany McWhorter as managing member or Tiffany McWhorter president, whatever it is, because if you don't list that company name, you're not binding that company at all. So if I own a property in my LLC and I just sign it Tiffany McWhorter, that LLC is not bound at all by that contract. So you get into enforceability issues really quickly with that. Same thing with estates. If you're not signing as executor, a trustee signing as trustee, you want to make sure that if somebody is signing in a capacity, that you identify that capacity on your contract. And if you have any questions about that, just shoot me a text, shoot me an email. I can walk you through it. I'd much rather you get it, ask me at the beginning than try to correct it at the end with amendments and all that kind of stuff. So just be mindful of names on contracts. I know it sounds silly, but it is a big issue. And y'all let me know if you need anything else. Happy end of the month. Happy Labor Day. I'll see y'all next. I will not see y'all next week. I'll be out of town for the GAR conference up in Charlotte. So Jared will be here, but
No, nobody will be here.
nobody will be here.
Yeah, we are not having TV next Tuesday.
Good, there we go. I'm
Tuesday
glad I
after
said
Labor Day.
that.
There is no, you can come in on Tuesday. Nobody will be up here.
I will let Jared know. Not
Yeah,
Tiffany.
let Jared know that, yeah, he gets a Tuesday off.
All right. Thank you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Tiffany.
Yes. You emailed me yesterday. We don't have it recorded, but she will be doing it again soon. So I emailed Ashley, so I'll get that to you. And thank you guys who went. We had 149 people on Ashley's license law Zoom, which is huge.
Anybody in this room take it yesterday?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we'll be doing that again. And the more support we give Ashley, the more classes she'll do, which I love. So,
Sorry, Ashley.
yeah, sorry, Ashley, but that's her job. So she loves it. But I'll get you the info.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Tiffany. All right, Miss Kelly, come on up.
My clicker's not working. Here's the next slide.
Good morning, everybody. Kelly with 210 Home Buyers Warranty, your home warranty partner and resource. So I wanted to remind you guys of the $100 discount. It goes away after August 31st. So if you guys are working with any buyers, or if you have buyers that are closing in September or even early October, if you enroll warranty with us by August 31st, you automatically get $100 off. And they can actually enroll up to 3 years. Even if you have friends or family or even your own personal homes, if you would like to take advantage of that $100 off, make sure you just come to me and I'll make sure that you or your friends or family will get your realtor product with the $100 off, okay? Last thing, I just wanted to also remind you, We do payment plans for the buyers because we all know a couple of years ago, sellers were not paying for home warranties, but we are now seeing a lot more sellers paying for home warranties again. But if the seller does not want to purchase a home warranty, the buyer could still protect themselves from a lot of money out of pocket, and they can get their own warranty, and we can set them up as in a monthly payment plan. We used to have a 9% finance charge. It is now 0 finance. So whoop whoop. You guys have any questions, let me know. I do come along with my package. I am here not only to educate you, I love to talk to your clients. I think it's important that they understand the warranty, the process, the coverage, expectations, but better yet to have the peace of mind knowing that they have a local person, me, that they can call even after that closing date. They ever have questions, need guidance, or if they ever need to get me involved in a claim, that's what I'm here for. So I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't used 210, give me a shot. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Callie. All right, all the partners in the house, please stand up. Mark and set, go.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jordan. I'm with Diane and Doug.
Where's the billboard? Okay.
We do signs.
She brought that in for Andrea, and I was like, oh, you have to show people what a sign looks like that you
I
just
sat
did.
down and she's like, you didn't bring the sign. And I was like, I'll go get it. I'm so happy. We do signs. We do all things print. So if you need brochures for a listing, if you want to send any full service mail out to your people, like SEC magnets are big right now, I can help you with that. So here every Tuesday, except for next week, apparently.
Yeah.
We'll be here.
Good Nicole Code Contract Solution.
Sammy Baker, Contractor's Best Pest Solution. I'll bring a sign next.
Thanks, guys. We appreciate y'all. All right, what's coming up? We're gonna speed date really quick. So Thursday, Patrick will be here. Y'all know, if you don't know Patrick, be in front of Patrick. Patrick's amazing. He's our Southeast region.
Be here.
What?
Be here. All of you guys that are asking me AI questions all the time, all of your little things, be here for that.
Yeah, so Patrick's gonna be here. He is an amazing wealth of information and just an amazing human, so make sure to be here for that. It will be on Zoom as well, correct? Will it be on Zoom?
I'll clarify with Patrick.
Okay, and we'll post whether it is or not. Okay. Business planning clinic with Jason and I. Make sure you mark your calendar for October 2nd. That will be here. Jason, if you guys know, his last time he talked here was about KW Wealth. We are launching a wealth club. There is more information to come. Jason will be launching this on December. Wow. September 16th at 12:30, which is after team meeting that he is leading on the 16th. So it is a day of Jason. This is open to anybody. Don't let the word wealth give you any angst. I've already seen the packet. It starts at the very basic questions and will help you understand what building wealth looks like for you. And there's a gazillion different ways to do that. So we're excited to launch that. It will probably meet once a month. There are a few people on the ALC that, including me, that will be heading this up along with Jason. But we're just really excited to get this launched. So anyway, be there. Save the dates. Cares for Kids, our Costco shopping day is next Thursday. That is the Costco in Duluth. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So something's gonna go out today to remind you guys, if you want to be a part of that day and help with charities that Costco closes down for us in the morning before they open to the public at 10, that we get to shop just with our charities. So if you want to partake in that, please let the Cares for Kids ambassadors know, which is Amy Parsons, Thea Marcacci, or Lisa Morrell. And then the golf tournament coming up. We have a slide for that. Okay, so who was here for back to school bash last week? Y'all.
Amazing.
It was so fun. If you were not here, you missed it. Here's some of the pictures, some of the highlights. There's Bob falling. Just want to point that out. Bob, I know you're on Zoom.
That's not funny.
And who is so competitive, which I love. She was the first adult out there.
It was boy versus girl.
Uh-huh.
Girls were being taken down and I wasn't gonna let that.
Yeah, what's happening? We had a little art contest. Look at these little kids that drew this. Like, how sweet is that? Look at these sweet little babies. Anyway, we had an amazing time. And then the adults decided to partake. And so I'm gonna let you play that, News Rock. Hello. You can enjoy this one and just get it out of the way. Come on. Oh my God. What is happening? Fun fact, I do not like technology.
See?
This is the best part. Justin.
Now,
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all right, we're just gonna have to keep going. It's too late. Yeah, we'll try to come back to it. Yeah, nothing, okay. Well, there's a really funny video of me wiping out, which you guys will at some point get to enjoy. It's awesome.
Impressive though.
I did a split.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But did you really want to show that video?
It's already floating around. I just didn't realize they had this angle. I thought it was a different angle and I was like, oh, I haven't seen that one before. Fantastic. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, we'll go back. Huge round of applause for Kat, Michelle, Ann, Aaron, Julie, Widland for their hard work. And again, Joy and Nikki. I know Nikki's not here for our food truck. Oh, there you are. The food was amazing. Yeah, we ran out of chicken tenders. The food was great. So even if you guys just want a free meal next time, come because it was super fun. We appreciate you guys. And Widland with her paint art thing with the guns, that was fun. Anyway, I'm sorry about the video. All right, family reunion. Where is it gonna be? In Atlanta. That's right. Early bird. There are 51 days left for the early bird price. People ask about a code. The code that was shared 2 weeks ago is no longer valid. So that was only during mega camp. So if anybody asks about a code, there is no code anymore. This is the only price for the next 51 days. I can tell you that the Omni Hotel, which is attached, is booked. The next hotel that's next to it, it is what is called Signia, I think. Then it starts getting further away. So if you plan on going and want to stay at a hotel, I recommend that you book sooner than later. Does anybody remember when I showed this video a few months ago? It's been out there. Nobody has used it. So we're going to show you. So we play the video. Please play for the love of Mary. Where are you going?
Oh, it's not gonna play from there.
Did I go deaf? Is nothing happening?
I know I don't hear anything either.
And if you can hear me, raise your hand.
Yes. Yes, we hear you.
Okay. I thought I went deaf.
He's not gonna play you. So you can't let him go to the computer.
And for those who were here last week when Dawn was here, all of a sudden one human goes absolutely at the end, like the heavens were talking. Was anybody here for that? We were like, that was so crazy. All right, Bob, can you hear me talking?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so for those that saw this video a couple months ago, we did sign up for this. These are the examples of what we have posted on our Instagram and social media that you guys can share. People keep asking where all the stuff is. It's already posted. It's out there. So it's, if you go, where you gonna go? Yeah, so she's gonna go to our Instagram page and show you guys. Everything is all shareable.
Is it only for Instagram?
No, it's Facebook too. So this is our Instagram page and it's on here. This is just one of them. So Newsrod is making these. They give us a content calendar for the month. And so we go through and this is all of our local stuff. So this is all stuff. If you don't feel like posting something or don't know what to post or just need somebody to do it for you, you can then reshare this from our social media. So you have something to post. Is that helpful? Yeah? Okay. Anyway, yeah, so there's that. Any questions?
Which Instagram is it? Because I'm looking at the KW North Gwinnett and none of that's on.
It's because there's a bunch of flyers flooding the feed right now.
You just gotta scroll down.
Yeah, you have to scroll down a lot.
Yeah.
It's also shared on Facebook and Instagram.
Yep. Yeah, we do both. Yeah, so if you can't find something, Newsrot's kind of the one handling all that with Rachel. And I will share, we're gonna, so Rachel has a call once a month, so y'all know Rachel, if you don't go follow her, she's a rock star. Nobody showed up for the call except for Newsrot. And so she got a one-on-one with Rachel. That's like a $500 30-minute phone call for free as part of being in this program. And she audited our social media. That was painful. Anyway, so we're gonna be making some changes to that. So, which was great. And it's nice to have somebody that lives in that world to give us some constructive feedback. Anyway, questions, thoughts, concerns, unsure? Yes.
So these aren't things that we can get and like brand with our own company names, I guess. It's just, we share it from the KW.
It's shared from the KW.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so here's my question. So we did talk about when we create this, we can put them in a Google Drive. And so that then you can go to a Google Drive, like the agent resource drive, and get them from there and make your own. Would you guys want to do that?
Yes.
Yes, I would do that more.
Okay.
Cause I try to plan my social media stuff at least a month in advance and schedule it.
Okay.
That way I don't have to worry about it. So
Gotcha. Okay.
the having to go in and share every day would be.
Yeah, we're just gonna make it easy, like you just go in and share something else, that way, you know, you don't have to think about it. But yeah, we'll make that happen, so we'll work on that this week, and since next week is kind of a slower week than it has been for leadership, then we can work on that. So, cool?
Yeah.
Cool,
Thank you.
all right. I'm about to lose my mind. Y'all get your butts. Get your butts for Labor Day. So butts will be here, pick up 11:30. This is our KW Cares Drive that we're doing. Y'all know who Mooney's is, down the street, barbecue, it's amazing. Ashley Warren, who's one of our agents here, amazing human, her family owns this. And so this is a win-win for everybody supporting our local community and KW Cares. There's the billboard, there's Jordan. You know, we have, you can meet with her, talk about strategies, marketing, and also we have our online school store. We have our in-house school store that you pay online and then you can go pick up your goods. So.
Pick up your sign.
Yeah, open house signs, there's open house signs, yep. Oh, that's a good look, I haven't seen that one. Yeah. Very nice, I like it. All right. Y'all know the Day Regattas team, Caitlin and Stacy and Pat. They also have your gifting solution, which you guys have seen on our Facebook page. They are having an open house for the holidays next Friday here at the office. All the boxes are coming in of all the holiday gifts that they get at market. And so I already looked and there's like great little pop buys or little holiday soaps that smell amazing. But if you are around and want to go take advantage of this and just see what she has got to offer, again, helping agents in our market center and making it as convenient as possible. So be here for that. Spanish books are in. So if anybody would like a Spanish MRA book, we got some, and we've been waiting for them for like 6 months, literally. You are welcome to, if you have one and want to exchange it, if you know somebody that needs one in Spanish, let me know. But they are available. Golf tournament. Yay, golf tournament. September 26th. So please share this with your sphere. If you know people that play golf, put flyers out, anything like that, any support we could get would be greatly appreciated.
We're providing breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes.
I mean, it's like a big deal. And with the money that we raise from this is why we get to take charities shopping at Costco.
Yeah.
With like massive amounts of money. So please support.
Yep. Help our kids. Training. There's 2 left. Dual career, Wednesday night. School, daytime, nighttime. Know anybody looking to get into school? Here's where you send them. Ignite, for those that need your 25-hour post license, it starts next Wednesday, September 3rd. If you need to get your 25 hours in before your 1 year is up, please sign up. Ta-da! Yay! Round of applause! Yay! All right, I need everybody to take out their phone right now. Everybody needs to scan that.
Except for you.
I just want to look at it. Don't judge me.
It's not that funny.
Yeah. A couple of things on there.
She knows me.
Will I be able to access Canva through command? What's the answer?
Yes.
Yes. What if you already have Canva and you pay for it? What do you do?
Cancel your subscription.
Shut up.
You said, can you get it in command? And I said, do you even know what command is?
Oh, you two, I'm gonna separate y'all. You can choose to migrate your content to your KW account or keep 2 accounts separate. It's up to you. And they have a whole link that will guide you through with videos on where to click and what to do. I watched it this morning. They also have a support team that will also help you do that at a high level. So if you are a high user of Canva and have a ton of stuff in there, reach out to support and they will help you. You'll have a few things. It's a few clicks and you should be good to go. But please go look at this and save this document and read this, because there is a lot of great information on it with additional links on training and support and who you contact and that sort of thing. Here's some examples. These are all the templates. Not all, these are just a few. I screenshotted from our growth call on Monday of what you get access to. So it's all drag and drop. Here's some examples. Here's some more examples. Open house signs. So those are pretty cool. So super excited about that. Numbers. Hooray for the green. Yay. Listings up. Under contract up. Sold way up. 22, up 22. Closed sales up by almost 50. Average sales list price kind of stayed about the same as usual. And look at our days on market. Went down.
Okay.
Can I get a yeah? Yeah. Yeah, I was telling a few people in here last month, we had a record month here at the office for this year. In our area, geographically, a lot of that I tell people contributes to because Beaufort City Schools started. People are like, because we're in the Beaufort City School District, that's a big win for us. But just, there are massive opportunities out there, y'all. People are buying and selling homes. People are moving all the time. Are you the one talking to them? Last but not least, the best part. I'm so excited. So I have no pressure because Harrison, you probably know this already. You might not, yeah, hunch. Y'all know already. So their amazing mom, Nikki, is the one who taught me this at an ALC meeting. And the ALC, we all sat there and was in there. Anybody else in here? I was on Zoom. We were like, okay, this is amazing. What do you guys think P.A.C.E stands for? P.
Price.
A. C.
Efficient.
E. Exposure.
Cheater. So think of this as you are Mr. and Mrs. Seller. I am your agent. Who controls price? Nope. Who controls price?
The seller.
That's right. The seller controls the price. They can tell you what they want to sell it for. Doesn't matter what the market says. The market tells you what it's worth. It doesn't tell you what to price it. If you, that the seller does.
Need a hammer. for
So
that.
you, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, you control that. Yes? Access.
Seller,
What does access mean?
getting into the house.
Being available for showings. Not declining, not being available. You, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, if you don't let anybody in, what's gonna happen?
Nobody can see it and nobody can offer on it.
So what does it look like when the seller says, oh, Gail, like the house has been on the market for 2 weeks and not a single person has been here? And you look up showing time and all the declines and all the stuff. You feel like, well, that's, what kind of conversation is that? Accessibility, because the seller, you, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, are who control that. Does that make sense? Condition, who controls condition?
Seller.
You guys, that's right, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, you guys control the condition. Is condition a big deal right now? Huge. Right now, your biggest competitor, if you have a stale listing or you're taking a listing, is your new construction. Every day, homes are getting listed that have upgraded kitchens, upgraded flooring, anything like that. Nikki shared with me on the phone yesterday that she's got a listing that they've done 2 price reductions in 14 days. Because other homes went on the market that had more upgraded stuff. And when you're looking at it, it's, you no longer, it went from what, $435 down to $395 or something like that. That's a 14-day 2 reduction conversation. Think it was a lot easier having it around this versus your house isn't worth what you want it to be worth? Things tell it what to do. You control that. Lastly, exposure. Who controls that?
We do.
The agents. What does exposure mean to y'all?
FMLS, marketing, Facebook ads, social media, signs.
Do y'all have a list of what exposure you provide to your clients? What is your question? Do you guys have a list of exposure you provide your clients? Yes. What's on it?
Open houses.
Yep.
Houses, yeah.
So I'm gonna share one on here that they include how many Instagram followers they have, how many Facebook followers they have. These are all the people that they have access to reach, that they include in their exposure. I know you'll recognize this. Nikki shared this. Reverse prospecting, Google update, showing log, print out showing log. Do you share with people how many social media followers you have? Everyone's going, nope. But I will now.
Yep.
Yep. Do you know how many followers you have? You think social media is important?
Yeah.
Yep. Guys, it's a big deal. And this is a massive amount of leverage that you can share with your clients on who you're exposing their property to. Now, what if, let me do my little arrow, because we just not work so hard on it. What if this, and this are done poorly?
Doesn't matter how much exposure you give it if they can't get in it, and if it's overpriced and if it looks bad.
If it's overpriced, you're gonna expose it. If it's not accessible, you're gonna expose it because you're gonna tell them in the showing log on here, well, 25 people tried to get in and you declined it because you weren't available. It was inconvenient. Condition. You're gonna expose either a home that is amazing or a home that's full of junk. And you know what this is tied to? Your brand. 100%. Because this is your responsibility. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, you have a garage full of some of your precious valuables. In our mind, they are not precious valuables. They are covered in oil and gas and dust and mold and all the things, but to them, they have kept them for a reason. Do you have a resource to give them to help them clean out their precious valuables?
1-800-GOT-JUNK.
No.
Sorry.
Not him, but yes.
Story.
Make sure you have the resource to provide to them to help with whatever situation they have. For example, price. I know that Nikki is old school, like I am, and she literally prints out comps and sets them all next to each other, and she's very intentional on highlighting the things that she wants the client, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, to look at that might justify why she is trying to get them to price at a certain price. Maybe they have granite, the current house she's listing has laminate. They have a pool or something that's 20 years old versus a year old. Like, she's very intentional with highlighting on things that she wants the buyer seller to look at. So when they talk about pricing, that's a really good for them to have a self-assessment that's gonna make more sense and not her telling them what the home it may not be worth. Since they came in, I know she tells a story about a client that I want $499, period. This is the husband. They went through the whole thing and the wife goes, nope, that's $399, because all the things did not add up to all the comps that were going on. Does comps include active listings? Yes, please look at active listings, not what sold 3 months ago. We are not in the same market as we were 3 months ago. What other kind of exposure do you guys do besides social media? MLSs? What's the biggest opportunity right now? Open houses. Guys, you need to do at least 2 open houses a week. Everybody's like, oh, I'm just telling you. Ask Lois. Put you on the spot. Our open house queen.
I've seen way more activity in the last 2 months. I've done 8 open houses this month
Mm-hmm.
in one of my listings.
How many open houses have you done year to date? 32.
Something like that.
Coming from the rookie of the year last year, who got her business from open houses, I feel confident in what she says works. I'm just saying. Do you guys know the largest competitor of new construction around any home that you have listed and or are looking to list? If you don't, write it down. You need to understand what competition of new construction you're up against. Because people that are coming to look at your property in that same price range are also gonna go there. They offer better incentives. They can get a 4.9 rate. They get a $50,000 incentive to use them. That's your competition. Make sure you guys understand who you're up against. It's not just Joe Smith down the street. I think that's super, super important. Access. For agents who have clients that are challenged in the accessibility segment, what are some things that you guys do to make it easier for your clients?
Only have showings on certain days, certain hours.
What else? Open houses. What else?
Do agent caravans.
For people, I'm gonna give an example, a property that somebody that they reside in has a disability. So for them to get in and out of the home is very challenging. You think it's a good idea to have a controlled time, even if it's paying for a hotel room for 24 hours? Have them go off, taken care of, to get access to the home for a day and a half, have a broker open, have an open house, have a caravan, have an event, have something there to monetize what you are doing for them to make the accessibility massive exposure for them. Also, people that have animals. For example, I have 3 dogs. Selling property with 3 dogs can be challenging. Gotta load them all up, put the crates away, gotta sit at the end of the cul-de-sac. People come in and out. Not everybody likes animals. Everybody wants to see your animal. They don't want to know animals live in the house. Be accommodating. Make sure they understand they have options of not just getting a text message of when they can and can't get in the house. They can control it, but you can certainly support it. Let's go back to condition for a minute. Conditions. It's subjective, right? What some people think looks great, might not look so great. How do you guys have hard conversations? Do you know how to have hard conversations? The easiest, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I let the feedback, whenever I get it, help me have the hard conversations.
Mhm.
Because it doesn't come from me, it comes from the people that are looking to buy your house.
Mhm. The easiest conversation for feedback is photos of their competitors. When you pull out homes that have been staged or don't have clutter, and that's who you're competing against, they're gonna see that the 17 chickens on their counter, and I love chickens, don't get me wrong, probably don't need to be on the counter. Let the other competition and the market kind of do your heavy lifting before you have to have hard conversations. Who in here does drone video for their properties? Raise your hand. Sometimes. Sometimes. What does sometimes mean? Is there a price point that qualifies for some and some don't? It's not a trick question. Yes, no, maybe. Do you base the price of the home on how you're gonna market it? Yes or no?
No.
No? Well, if you do drone on some and not on the other, isn't that different marketing?
I do drone photos, Paul, I don't necessarily do these, video.
Okay. I bring that up because the expectation of an agent is that we get results. We expect the same results no matter what the listing is. If you treat the listings differently, you're going to get different results. Not that you need to spend $5,000 on a $250,000 listing or a piece of land, but just be mindful of when you get frustrated because something isn't selling, but your marketing package for that property is different than what you would have done on a 1.2 or a 2.5 is different, and your exposure is different, you are going to get a different result. I hear all the time agents that are frustrated. Well, tell me what you did. Well, I just posted photos. Well, you can do your own video at no expense to you, except for a little bit of time to cut back expenses on a lower price property. Just be mindful of your frustration expectations because you have to manage your seller's expectations. Because they too, if they're smart, are gonna do their homework and look and see how you market. They're gonna go to your social media. They're gonna go to your listings. Well, you did a drone footage on Joe Smith down the street. Why do you do it on mine? Make sure you know how to handle those conversations because people are asking. And in my world, I don't like those. I don't know about y'all. They don't make me feel good. Because then you feel like, is I'm showing favorites because I'm gonna get a higher compensation? Well, no, treat everybody the same with respect, value what is valuable to them. Because that is all different for everybody. This is the circle. I'll share this with everybody. Same thing we talked about. Agent possible strategy based on data comps and current market trends. Current keyword, not 3 months ago. Seller controls this. Another thing is I got a call yesterday actually from a client of an agent, and the listing information was incorrect that they looked at realtor.com. Make sure that you audit what we call inspect what you expect. Inspect what you expect. Does this make sense? Did I bore y'all? Yeah, did I do it right? It's all the information. I learned this from Nikki and it went RLC, yeah, so. Anybody do anything that's not on here we didn't talk about? Anybody here have a stale listing? No stale listings. Gail Marlar.
I feel very attacked right now.
You will be just fine. Is this helpful? I think teaching your clients how to self-evaluate and come to the conclusion on their own than us trying to navigate them down a path that's going to be uncomfortable and having hard conversations about their junk not being accessible, and their price is ridiculous. This makes it a whole lot easier. Agreed? Agreed. Questions? Tell me what you wrote down. Scott's right. And Scott, what'd you write?
Thanks.
Pace. Yes. Yes, I'm winning. Yay. So what you wrote down? Somebody share.
You have a list of exposure. What are you marketing it? Do you have a whole entire list?
Yeah, because that's important. I mean, people want to know who you're gonna, FMLS, all the MLSs, what does that mean? Social media, what does that
How
mean?
many followers you have?
Right? Like, I didn't think of that. I was like, oh, that's brilliant. Another thing on her sheet, and I'll ask permission, for sharing this. She does weekly updates on listings. So by date at the top, their weekly updates. Current views, what's sold in the last 30 days. This is what I was telling you guys about Facebook, Instagram, reverse prospecting. Any feedback, copy and paste it on here, showing logs so they can see who's been looking at the home. And I think and there's also open house feedback. Guys, the most important thing you can do is communicate. You cannot over communicate, I promise you. They want to know everything all the time. Even though they have cameras, even though they have video, even though they can hear all the people talking, the expectation is they want this from you. They do this weekly. There's week 2. Same information. How many followers, the showing information. So if you have a listing or looking to get a listing, same thing. Showing logs. There were no showings. Have information around that. What's the reason? So forth and so on. Same thing every week, providing an update. They do it on the same day every week, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Every Monday morning, they send this out. Another thing, if you have a stale listing, send it to some of your partners here at the office. Have them pick it apart. You gotta have tough skin in this business. Be open to constructive criticism. Be open to somebody saying, hey, this has been sitting for a month. It is not moving. Nobody is coming to look at this. Will you look at it for me? It could be that your picture is horrible, but you think it's great. You got to be open to feedback. Just like you want your clients to be open to feedback, you guys have got to be open to feedback. Might be a listing that you don't love. If you don't love it, how you market it will reflect that. It's human nature. It just is. I know a few months ago we talked about, we had a couple of listings that were sitting and it was like July, 150 degrees outside. I'm like, please put the pool first. Or like at least picture number 2 or number 3, not the bathroom in the basement. Like, cause people, I mean, that's not the most important thing when it's 100 degrees out. What's gonna sell the home in the market that you're in, I think is the most important thing to remember. What else does somebody write down? Talk to me. I'll call on you. Like, be quiet here. Anybody? What'd you write?
Using pictures of my competitors to drive my point home.
How easy is that?
I'm gonna drag that FSBO to some of the other listings physically because he's an old man and I don't think that he'll get it looking, but I'm gonna take him on showings.
Yeah.
and show him.
Yeah, he doesn't understand. What else? What do you as agents control?
Exposure.
The exposure. You need to educate in these other 3 because they ultimately have control in that. I know we had a conversation about you control, they control. I know Ann brought up, she likes the word partner. How can we partner together to do some of this? So whatever you want to do to morph that into your personal brand and your personal conversation, do what makes sense to you. Some people are very black and white. Some people like to give big hugs and then, you know, rip the Band-Aid off. But I think it's a super easy conversation. I know that after we learned about this, which by the way, Nikki learned from another agent in Augusta at a mastermind randomly. It wasn't like some big $500 class. That several people on our ALC between those 2 weeks had used this, I think like 4 or 5 times and all got price reductions. It's just a super easy conversation. You want to practice on somebody, call me. I'll be super difficult. Yes.
Well, I used this after the ALC meeting on a listing that I took over that was on the market for 10 months. I used this, got the price reduction, got it under contract in 3 weeks. We close next week.
Yeah, congratulations.
We just had our ALC meeting 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So if you do it, you understand it and you study it and you're you're confident in what you're saying, they will believe you and they'll trust you, and then you do your work, it'll happen.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. So yeah, it's a win-win if you understand it and use it the right way, do it effectively and be okay having harder conversations, but also provide prescriptions to the problems. Make sure you can provide a prescription like talking about condition, have a junk removal. Not 1-800 that guy. You want to call Junk Express because that's our vendor and we love Gary. If there's hanging electrical wires, call electrician, like just use common sense. Don't make an assumption. Use common sense. Awesome. Thoughts? Everybody good? Here's your one question before we do the awards that I'm gonna leave you with. How many days left to work in 2025 do you have?
Not enough.
Mhm. You got holidays coming up, vacations coming up, school out, Thanksgiving, Christmas. If you don't know how many days you have left from today through the end of the year for you to work, you are gonna be behind. Because for some, it might be 15, some it might be 20, some it might be 5. It all depends on what your lifestyle is for the rest of the year. If you don't plan now for the rest of the year, you're gonna be crying in January because you're gonna be broke. Broke 99. I do not want you to be broke 99. Because planning is free. Just a little bit of your time. So please, please, please think about how many days you plan on working for the rest of the year. Map out your calendar. Be really purposeful with that. Do your 411 and your activities around those days. You don't do a 411, don't tell me. I would highly recommend you do that. Be at Business Planning Clinic on October 2nd because it is amazing. That's it. I appreciate y'all listening. Was that helpful?
Yeah, very much so.
All right. You're up, girlfriend. Oh, Santiago, yay! Congratulations. You'll be on there next month. Have a serious friend. So good, isn't it? Yay! Yay, good job. We're seeing here. We never see her, she's door knocking.
We are.
Good job. Oh, good job, Bob. Good job, man. Ladies on Lake Lanier. Hey. Woo! Yeah, girl. That goes to the, just wait till July. Just wait till July. Uh-huh. Nice job. Woo! Good job. That's awesome. Great job. Woo! Yo! Nice job. Great job, everybody. Great job. Those that are in here on the board for the first time. Congratulations. All right, LGI, you guys wanna come on up? Got a fleet. Next time y'all come, we gotta do this ahead of time.
Anyone good in the back?
Yeah, we're good. Y'all get going.
They're hungry, they're hungry.
Well, want to start with thanking you guys for your time today and congrats to everyone that was top 5 or top 15 in any of that. And when it comes to any agents that haven't heard of us, just give you a quick rundown. LGI Homes, we're a publicly traded home builder. We do entry-level homes right now. We're out of Oakwood, not too far from here, about 15 minutes from here north. We do have a townhome community that is 3 and 4 bedrooms. We wanted to give you guys a little bit more information today, just about some of the events we do got coming up. I have Francois and Jessica with me. Francois is gonna give you guys a little bit more of information. Go ahead.
All right, so we have a realtor event coming on, realtor tour, and it's in 2 days. So August 28th, if you guys register, we want you to register so that we know how many people are coming out. Shelby, she's our office manager. Shelby, how many people have registered so far? 55 people have registered so far, so we need to know, you know, for food purposes and make sure that the event goes smooth. So please register, and by registering, you stop by between 12 and 4 o'clock, get some fun, food, and a 4% certificate. So that 4% certificate is good for a September 20th event. So September 20th, what's going on September 20th? We're having a grand opening. And so on this, you got that in your folder, on this grand opening, you're gonna receive, if you have a customer that purchases 4%, but the customer is gonna receive $10,000 off the price of the home, which is huge, which is very big for us because we don't discount our homes. So hopefully this will be a great event for you guys. Now, between September 20th and when you come out here in 2 days, what do? You actually bring your clients out, have them come out, have them be pre-qualified if you don't know if they're already pre-qualified. We can do that. We do that ourselves. But when they come out, they're actually gonna be picking out their house, their lot. Everything is gonna be all set. So on the 20th, it's just a formality for us to do the agreement, do the final agreement, okay? Does that make sense? Now, what happens if your customer is not available on the 20th? They don't get the $10,000. That's only good for the 20th, but your 4% is gonna be good all the way through the end of October. So end of October, if you have someone that you didn't have come out on the 20th, not a big deal. We're still gonna honor that 4% for you. And then we have one other little thing, and that is our lunch and learn. Lunch and learn is for you guys, and I believe exclusively for the Keller Williams, for this office.
For this office, this is for this
This is
office.
exclusively for you guys. And so basically, we're gonna have a panel of people. Shelby, who's gonna be on that panel?
It's gonna be our project manager, our VP of construction, our area construction manager, and then also our construction managers on site.
So these are like executives and you know, important people. They're gonna show you how a house is built. We're gonna go through, answer and question session. But if you guys have an interest in knowing how a home is built and just great product knowledge, and also see what LGI does that may be a little bit different than other builders, this is a great opportunity for you guys. So, anything else?
That's it. Appreciate you guys' time.
Awesome. All right, really quick, we will do our drawing. Folks, I'll let you take everybody, get your tickets out. Sure.
850007.
007. 007. Who's got 007? Johnny. Contractor's best gift card. Thank you, Sammy. Awesome. Congratulations.
That's the second time last year I wanted to take the book.
Oh, you sure did. Look at you. They know how far you, so for an example, tell people where you live.
Cubby.
Covington. This sweet man drives from Covington. Cause
Cause we're the best.
That's
we're the
right.
best. Get a lot of value.
I'm gathering the atmosphere, so that's why.
Yeah, so we appreciate that. Anyway, y'all have an amazing lunch. On a side note, the PACE conversation, we're also writing it for buyers. So be looking out for that. So just think about what that would look like from a buyer's perspective, and we're writing that as we speak, so.
Yeah.
Coming soon. Thanks, guys. Yes, sir. The law credit. Oh, yeah.